What's up guys, Evan LeRoy here with another giveaway video. Guys, it's late August. That means we're coming up right on the heels of football season. And I want to stress this to you guys that LeRoy and Lewis Barbecue and Bar is an awesome place to come watch football Saturday, Sunday, Longhorns, Cowboys. If you're in town, if you're in Austin, come here, watch the games, get the appetizers, get a big tray of barbecue, you and the boys and the girls and whoever else you want to bring to watch some football this football season. So I'm gonna give you guys a pit tour. Pit tours are something we do here for people in the restaurant all the time, and we want to bring kind of restaurant stuff online to you guys where you watch us on YouTube and on Patreon. So let's go. Okay, we do pit tours anytime people ask for them. And people often, if they're coming to a barbecue place, you know, they kind of want to peek their head in, they want to see what's going on in there. It is a cool spectacle. I mean, these things are enormous. We cook tonnage of meat on them, so it is cool to see, and it's not something that everybody has, especially if you're from somewhere that barbecue is not like a huge thing or a popular thing. You want to check out the smokers and see what they're doing back there. So this pit was made by Backline Fabrication. We designed our own pits, right? We wanted to make them unique. We wanted to make them our own. That's the reason we went with Backline Fabrication to make this barbecue pit, because we knew that Ryan could work with us on a specific and unique design and make sure that our barbecue tasted unique and it comes from a unique pit. So that's why we went with Backline Fabrication. We also knew that Ryan could build us a really nice trailer with like functioning fans and lights. There's a couple other really cool touches on this pit that I'll show you guys as we go in here. But you gotta start where everything starts, in the firebox. It is nicely insulated, the inside wall, and then the outside of that like firebox out there, there's a significant amount of space there. So it's not just air insulation, there is like actual fire brick insulation in there. Also, if you look up in there, you can see the shape and the size of the exchange. And it's pretty small, and it's kind of shaped like a football. And that's because that is how the exchange is shaped on our original pit, Rusty. And we wanted to mimic that as much as we possibly could with this pit. We learned that it doesn't exactly work like that, and every single pit is different. And we had to figure out how this pit worked in the very beginning. I think it has something to do with how long it is in comparison to the 500 gallon. But I specifically wanted a small exchange so we could use more of the cooking space, more of the cooking grate. So let's go inside and check out that actual cooking grate. So we are cooking on here today, so I don't want to open it up too much, but we will kind of like check in each door and just like kind of see what's going on. Quentin also did say that we're a little bit ahead of schedule today. So if I open up the doors, I don't think it's going to slow us down too much. So this is not too hot up here. It is an insulated firebox. It is pretty warm, but I don't want to like keep my hand on there. We are melting stuff on here like tallow. We have a few Yeti buckets down here because we figured out that we needed to put some water pans in this pit. Water pans was not something I ever did in a pit before. Rusty never needed it. It had plenty of moisture, but this pit specifically draws like so fast. It just like whips moisture off of anything in there, so we needed to add moisture to the cooking chamber. Nothing in here. I think the beef butts, if we do have any, are going to be down a little bit further, but as you can see, we've got 2 water pans in the very front, and you can see that exchange. Pretty freshly cleaned pits too. Something also very nice that Ryan added, fold down little table right here. It's nice for me, you know, in case you're that barbecue medium size that we talked about. Nothing in that door, but here we go. It's not LeRoy and Lewis if you're not cooking beef cheeks. Shoulder to shoulder. We have some charcoal down here because Cole likes to start his fire with charcoal. I usually just like to use like a beef fat wick like you've seen in the fire management video. And the last door, I think we got some flat irons and a beef butt in the back there. Something else cool Ryan did was put this speed rack in here that fits horizontal trays. We got Cole's little pencils here. Keep our little tray of rub for the day. We got a cooler with some Gatorades. We got all of our tools to clean the pit with. Gotta have a fly swatter. Gotta have your thermometer. Little deep clean list here. But the construction of this trailer and this pit specifically are awesome. Can't thank Ryan enough for it. If you're not familiar with these kind of pits, like how it works, right? You've got the firebox, the cooking chamber, the smokestack, breeze or wind draws across the top of the smokestack in conjunction with heat being created here. You have convection of hot smoke and air that draws across the meat that goes on the cooking grate. These also have some top grates in them, but we just don't put them in very often. If we like really need to make space work, we can put them in, but we don't love to. That's a quick little tour of our 1,000 gallon pit. Back from the pit tour with this week's giveaway, and it is an Orca Meet It 3 leave-in thermometer, wireless thermometer. You know, I was skeptical of these kind of things at first because I don't love the way that a leave-in thermometer kind of leaves like a hole in the meat. I like to temp check and like probe check, but this thing is actually really cool, and the thing that I think makes it the most useful is the app and like the kind of graphing and all the information and data that it gives you. It's pretty easy to use. I found it really actually useful, which I don't usually find this type of product useful. But anyways, we're giving it away. This week's giveaway winner is Chris Bills. Chris, thank you for subscribing to the Patreon, the Pitmaster tier of our Patreon. As a reminder, that is the only way you can be entered into weekly giveaways. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, comment on this video. See you guys next week.